Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, Bond 39, The Kizunagers and the Kizuna Redverse. The story begins at Mekamo Harbor in another world. King Lotus, ruler of the royal mist family, is pleased that the bonded king and the Bansouenders have made Logi come back to be part of the royal family again, using Wizardsoul's hypnotic spell before his death to get his hands on the holy sword, but he wasn't aware that Queen Rachel, Logi's mother, and Regulus McVolt, Teltina's ex-fiancé, were eavesdropping on their conversation as they feared that the Kizunagers are in grave danger. Meanwhile at the Demi-Human Federation, Professor Patchwork alongside Tsutomu, Kizuna Black, and Shouichi Ichigami, Kizuna Crimson, are helping the Kizunagers, Naga, Emily, Shuji, Tsukasa, Tenri, Kirihiro, Rainaya, Azra, and Yadra, keeping an eye on Togo's condition after getting stabbed in the back by Logi, but also searching for Princess Teltina, Kizuna Rise, since they haven't heard a word from her after Zoku Racer betrayed the Bansouenders to save her life. Just then, a portal suddenly opened up in front of them as the Kizunagers were introduced to 4 alternate versions of Togo from different dimensions known as Togo Asugaki, Cyborg Kizuna Red, Toko Asugaki, Idol Kizuna Red, Arthur G. Togo, Red Unite Soldier, and Goto Asaki, Super Kizuna Red, who explains to the Kizunagers that they are searching for Professor Patchwork to hunt them down since they inherited the memories of their doppelgangers after they were dissolved. So now Naga and his friends pull out their bond plates and inserts them into their Kizuna braces to transform into the Kizunagers: crimson, blue, yellow, green, pink, silver, white, black, gold, orange, and magus, to protect Professor Patchwork from Togo's alternate counterparts as they try to reason with them and explain to them that he isn't a bad guy anymore. But then their fight got interrupted by Dr. Anton, from Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, who was revived by the Bansouenders using the Gaoranger bonded key with the Tomb of the Undead, as well as using the Turboranger and 5-man bonded keys to revive a horde of Ulmer soldiers and Boukenger soldiers to assist the Bansouenders to eliminate the Kizunagers for good. So now the Kizunagers and the Red Rangers decided to put aside their differences and work together to save the Demi-Human Federation from the Bansouenders as Shouichi inserts the Burning Blood bond plate to summon the Universe Decalibur to insert the Gaoranger, Boukenger, Gokaiger, and Gozyuger legend bond plates to perform the anniversary Kizuna burning slasher to take down the Ulmer and Boukenger soldiers one by one to retrieve the Turboranger and 5-man bonded keys as they transform into 2 new legend bond plates. Just then, Togo, Toko, Arthur, and Goto were given the Zenkaiger, Dawn Brothers, Kizunager, and Boukenger legend bond plates and inserts them into their Kizuna braces to perform the Zenkai finish Buster, Blast Party, Ager finish, and backhoe handled drive to weaken Dr. Anton a bit to allow the Kizunagers to finish him off. But then Dr. Anton looks up at Professor Patchwork and decided to take control of his body to bring out his dark bond energy to transform him into the Uchu bond key, and explains to the Kizunagers and the Red Rangers that the contract has been sealed and he inherits the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger's ultimate power as he teleports away from the scene. Meanwhile at the woods, Teltina is having fun hunting alongside Zoku Racer as she embraces acting a wolf in the wild to make her forget about Logi's betrayal. But Zoku Racer can understand that Teltina is bottling up those feelings and wait for the right moment to make their first move, as he feels a strong connection towards Teltina after running away together. Just then, the Mkai Sentai Endermates, Jadrise, Hangaka, Bakurunki, and Orji, who are being led by Wizardsoul Moria, from Kishire Sentai Wizardsoul, have managed to track down Zoku Racer and plans to destroy him for betraying the Bansouenders and for destroying Wizardsoul. But then Teltina inserts her bond plate into her Kizuna brace to transform into Kizuna Rise to protect Zoku Racer from the Endermates as she inserts the Zyuager legend bond plate to transform into Kizuna Rise, Great Beast Unleashed. and pull out the marriage beam gun to perform the flowing Kizuna's Iuashu to take down the Ender mates for good to make their escape back to the old cabin. Back at the Demi-Human Federation, the Kizunagers asks the Red Rangers why were they after Professor Patchwork, as they explain that they have inherited the memories of their doppelgangers to take down Togo and his party adventurers during their battle against the Demon Queen and her children. Since they remember anything that their clones saw and interacted with, they use their bond energy to create a transportal device to allow them to travel through numerous worlds to become a group known as the Kizuna Red Corp, to travel across the multiverse to find out variations of Togo to go up against any variation of their enemies that could have ended up working with the Bansouenders after hearing about the Bonded King's arrival. This made the Kizunagers shocked to find out that Togo's alternate counterparts have come together to protect their worlds from danger, just like them defending both Earth and another world from the Bansouenders, as they wish to form a bond with heroes from other worlds to help make their dream of creating a new world come true once the Bansouenders are defeated. Back at the woods, Teltina is enjoying dinner with Zoku Racer beside the campfire after escaping from Wizardsoul Moria and the Ender mates, as she knows that they won't stop until they have killed him for betraying the Bansouenders. But she quickly reassures Zoku Racer that she won't let anyone harm him as long as she's by his side to protect him. This made Zoku Racer remember everything about his past back in his timeline, as he tells Teltina that his real name is Kazuo Pamaan, who was once a famous race car driver around the world until the New World Daybreak started, which triggered his dark bond energy alongside Wizardsoul, whose real name is Tsutomu Ozu, and the other Ender mates to be Bonders alongside the Bonded King. As Teltina was relieved to find out that the Bonders are actually human, but wishes to know if their transformation can be reversed, she quickly developed feelings towards Kazuo as she blushing intensely beside him, as she wants to know if it's wrong to fall in love with a former enemy of the Bansouenders, as she rests her head on his shoulders to join this moment with Kazuo until they come up with a plan to free Logi from Wizardsoul's spell and defeat the Bansouenders for good.